Hello and welcome to Enamel Binders Tutorial Part 4. After watching this video series, you will be able to achieve results similar to one seen in these photos. To give our model a metallic look, we will need VMS pigment number 25 and enamel binders matte effects. Mix pigment with the binders to create weathering liquid. Alternatively, you may use our ready-made weathering liquid, pigment jockey number 10. To create the metallic effect, we'll employ the so-called dry brush technique. Get rid of most of the liquid like so. Now gently brush over the areas that are supposed to receive the metallic look. Don't worry if you overdo it, we can correct any mistakes later. Work on all protruding elements such as periscopes, handles, hinges, light guards. Apply some of the color over the areas that normally lose paint due to frequent handling and crew members walking over them, such as decks and hatches. Now rub the areas with a cotton bud to increase the sheen. The fuel cap is a bit overdone to show you how to correct things. We shall do it in a moment. If you need to reduce the metallic effect, simply use VMS Universal Weathering Carrier. Such stunts are impossible with classic products. Here, the fuel cap looks less weathered now. One can remove close to 100% of the effect, which is impossible with classic metallic paints. Final result. The deck looks used and worn as in real life. Let's mix some VMS pigment number 19, fresh rust, and enamel binders, to weather the exhaust pipe. We are mixing the two components in the tray. Alternatively, you may take a shortcut and use pigment jockey weathering liquid, which is the same color but requires no mixing. Paint over the pipe using your weathering liquid. The pipe should be painted with black, gray or dark brown acrylic color prior using the weathering liquid. Apply heat to check the result. Using VMS Universal Weathering Carrier removes some of the rust color. Using this simple technique, we create naturally looking exhaust pipe. Let's add some black exhaust residue. We will be using VMS pigment number 24 and enamel binders. We mix the pigment with the binders. Paint inside the pipe first, using a fine brush. Next, using the same liquid but employing the dry brush technique, create the exhaust residue on the vehicle. All done here. This exhaust now looks like it's done some real work. Clean your brushes using VMS Universal Weathering Carrier. Let's use VMS enamel binders wet effects to create some fuel spillage. Let's create our effect around the fuel cap. All done here, we created a nice fuel stain. This is the end of part 4 of the series. In part 5 we will show you how to weather the tracks using pigments and enamel binders.